This video is about liberty riding or liberty bullshit that people talk about. Horsemanship. I talked about that before in my video, the last video or the one before it. When you say liberty, freedom, giving the horse the right to do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, it's something that has no opinions about it. Liberty or freedom means he does what he wants, whenever he wants. That is someone or something that no one did or achieved at all in horsemanship. Because real liberty, real freedom, is letting the horse live alone in the wilderness and eat and drink, and that's it. If you want true and real freedom, real liberty, it's letting the horse live alone without interference from people. This is what horses want. No matter how good you are, no matter how good your way of riding is, no matter how good your experience is or how much experience you have, it will make no real difference. At the end, he will choose his nature, his wilderness, living alone over you. But the difference is, if he's going to live with us anyway, good riders will treat him and deal with him in a better way compared to bad riders. But at the end, if the option of living alone in the wilderness is, let's say, accepted by people, horses will choose it. If you accept letting them live alone or be alone, they will choose it. But the fact is, we don't give them that option, and especially in some countries, they cannot do it. They cannot live alone in the desert, for example. Arabian horses will die if they live alone in the desert. That's why the relationship between the Arabian horses and the Arabians in the past was very strong and good. Not because the horses are that good or the people are that good, in my opinion, because living alone in the desert will not work. He will die if he lives alone in the desert. If you live in the desert, you need people more than they need you. To find water, to find food, you need people more than people need you. That's why Arabian horses have a strong relationship with their owners. But when we talk about liberty and freedom in horsemanship, what they call liberty or freedom, in my opinion, it's not a wrong thing to do. Some true horsemen and experts do it, and some bad riders do it. So it's not something that only good riders do. It's something that both good and bad riders achieve. Like I talked about that in one of my videos when I said the things that only true horsemen do and achieve are completely different than the things that you can do in a good way and can do in a bad way. If it's something that anyone can do, it depends on how you do it. If you do it in a good way, it's good. If you do it in a bad way, it's bad. If it's something that only horsemen do, then just doing it proves you are good. When it comes for what you call freedom or liberty riding, anyone can do it. Anyone can take a horse and train him for 1 year, then the horse will give you some cute tricks. That's it. So if you do it in a good way, you are a true horseman. If you do it in a bad way, you are a bad rider or a horseman or horsewoman. But the way you do it will decide how good or bad you are, but still you cannot or should not or don't have the right to call it freedom or liberty. How can you call it liberty when you ride with the saddle, with the spurs, with the whip, with the stick, with the bit, with the martingale? Then you take off the martingale, you take off the reins, you take off the bit, you take off the halter, you put a rope on his neck, take off the saddle sometimes, and ride him with the spurs and the rope on his neck and the whip. Where is liberty? Where is freedom? Who are you lying to? It's the same horse you rode with all equipments and tools, and after 1 year you took everything off your body except for the small dagger on your leg that you call a spurs, and you are riding him with a whip, with a lash, with a stick, and you call it liberty. Liberty riding. Liberty my ass. What liberty? What freedom? Are you serious? It's good if you do it in a good way. It's bad if you do it in a bad way, but it's not liberty. It's not freedom. It's training. You just train the horse to obey you and to give you what you want. Actually, it's closer to slavery than freedom, than liberty. Again, I'm not saying that you can control horses by using strength. I always say that it's impossible, but this way of riding or these results have nothing to do with total control. The horse that you work with liberty and gives you whatever you want is the same horse who took off when he was afraid while you were riding him. He bows down, he sits on the ground, he rears up, he gives you what you want. And when you ride him, when he was afraid from another horse or from something scary, a sack or a bag or whatever, he took off. The horse who gave you everything took off when he saw a bag or a sack. Where is trust? Where is freedom? Where is liberty? It's a cute thing to say, it's a nice thing to say, but it is not true. Now, the kind of freedom I talk about, the kind of liberty I talk about is a fact. I say, when I ride him in the first day, when I deal with him in the first day, with the bridle or with the rope, my hand reaction is not using strength. Again, my hand reaction is not just letting go of the rope. I'm being with him. The hand is being exactly with the mouth, not before, faster than him, not slower than him, not in front of him, not behind him. The reaction of the hand is exactly connected, totally connected to the action of the horse's mouth. So everything I do is a reaction for what he does. This is freedom. This is true liberty. Because he will never blame me for anything I do because I did it because of him. Everything I did was a reaction for what he did. So in his mind as a horse, he believes he is completely free. Why did he choose to bend his neck, to stop, to move back, to give me exactly what I want? Because the reason for not giving me what I want is gone. Horses disagree with people and disobey and say no because we say no. Saying no is the reason for the horse to say no, to keep saying no. But when there is no, I say go ahead, do whatever you want, I'm with you. The reason for taking off, for running up, for bucking, for getting rid of my body and throwing me off his body or bucking me off his body is gone. There is no reason to do that anymore. So he chose to move back. He chose to stop. I want you to want to stop. I want you to want to move back. I want you to want to give me what I want. What is my proof? Very simple. Being someone strong who can get the same result, no way. The same horse will kick his ass. So it was not strength. It was not force. So it is freedom. It is liberty. What you did is take a horse, put him in a small place, whip him, use strength, and only some kind or types of horses will agree with that. And after 2 or 3 or 4 months, you take off the tools and equipment and you say, watch liberty riding. Watch freedom. Let me see this. Then get rid of the whip. Why are you using the spurs? Why do you still ride the horse with a saddle? Leave the bridle. Leave the martingale. Just get rid of the whip. Get rid of the saddle. Get rid of the spurs and ride him. Are you good enough to do that? Deal? Let's do it. No way. I said before, they will talk about everything, but they never talk about the whip or the saddle. Especially the saddle. Because without the saddle, the horse will buck them off his back. Although with the saddle, he will buck you also, but it's harder. So the truth is very simple. They do what they call liberty. I call it liberty bullshit in horsemanship and groundwork or freedom or whatever you want to call it. To, let's say, win your vote. To show off in front of you. It's not for the horse, it's for you. It's not something they do it for themselves or for the horse, it's for you. It's like saying, if there is no people, don't do it. There is nothing special about it. But true horsemanship is something for you and for the horse. You don't care about people. You do it when you are alone more than doing it when you are with people. It's not about the fans, it's not about the people, it's about the horse and you. If it's that good, you do it for the horse and for yourself. But in their case, they do it for the fans, for the people. Doing it alone means nothing. Because the same horse will give you everything you want, will take off when he's afraid. Will buck you off when he's fighting other stallions or mares. If you say you did the hard stuff, then do the easy stuff. What you call easy, do it. If you say that you did the hardest thing in horsemanship, okay, do the easy things that we do. Control your horse with another stallion. Let him smell the horse and control him in leading and riding. I did that. Do it. Ride the horse bareback. Start him from the beginning until the end without any equipment and tools or tools. Just the rope or the bridle.